Today, there's an NFC fighting storm between the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions. On one sideline, look at the head coach of the Commanders. His side not able to get it done in their home opener, hoping for some better luck on the road here. Kate Scott and Brock Hewer on the call with you today. Ball teed up and ready. And we're off in Detroit. Johnson now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. But a couple of interceptions, he's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt in it for the first time. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
That's another Washington first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Krosky-Merritt straight ahead. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. This time it's a passing play. Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. And the Lions have recovered it. Looking for the back that time. They had gotten the ball moving, Brock. We're seeing some progress on their debut possession.
They were following the script well, but of course, nobody scripts a turnover.
No, they don't. So does that totally erase the positives that they could otherwise take away from that opening drive?
Yes and no. I mean, every possession is such a premium in this league, but you do know we can move this ball. We just got to take better care of it.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. He's going to throw it. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Gibbs now from the gun. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
He stays up, and defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
He tries to sneak it. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up.
Ooh, this is where the coach gets paid to make the decision for the offense. If they're stopping you short on a third down sneak, you better think a while before going for it.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
Blocking 18.
Running for it. Here's Gibbs. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
They'll start the drive with Achane. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Achane again. Second down run gets them 5. Now they've got 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Going on 3rd, McCarthy has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. But a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. That's caught, Devon Achane. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
38-yard line.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it, and he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. And after this play, there's a Lion out there who got the worst of it. He's in some discomfort as they head out to check on him. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Looking for Mason Taylor that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Commanders ready for the punt. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. So the Lions headed out for their second drive of the game. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. On the 24 once again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll work against the blitz. That's going to be incomplete. First time he's looked his back's way this game, but no results yet.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Lions readying for the punt. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. By this point, partner, they're through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and we're on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now McCarthy finds Mims. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
And the Washington first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
It's Achane on the inside give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
We've finished 1 quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Let's stick with Achane. Well, that's not what the offense styled up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Finds his back, Achane. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Achane goes up and over for the touchdown. The Commanders get the game's first points here in the second. Devon Achane with the touchdown.
For the extra point.
Groupie's extra point is good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
7, Lions nothing.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score is 7-0. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Gets him on the out route. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go.
Back now, pressure coming. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is good for Detroit first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Come on.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Following the play, we have an injured Commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we pause. First down from the 42. Drawing up the design keeper. They won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Back to throw now. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Hits his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 29.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Throwing from the gun here. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
The kick by Roddy's good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Johnson with a return here. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Commanders send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. First down now, ball at the 33. Now a toss play for Achane. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
McCarthy going to keep it himself. Fights his way through a tackle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go, first down. McCarthy to throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Now it's McCarthy. Dump off caught by his back. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield strike. Jalen Smith getting there to make the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Complete to Mims. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
He snapped it to McCarthy. He finds its target. That's Taylor. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Giving this to Kronsky-Merritt. And he gets him 1 as we come up to the 2-minute warning. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. He'll drop this down to Achane. Across the 20, continuing to work. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders grow their lead just before halftime. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Groupie adds the extra point. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11.
Commanders 14, Lions 3.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to.
Ready, set.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
70, go. Tag. Go. 60 bites. 60 bites.
They'll throw to start the drive. Short pass brought in. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's a throw. Completed over the middle. This one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun on 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. And hold on, everyone. There's a Commanders player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. 1st and 10 from the 32. From the shotgun, McCarthy has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Working quickly here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he works this to the 38 before going down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. 2nd down now. They need 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Lions.
Back to the air. McCarthy. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go. Here we go.
Dropping back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now the Lions calling timeouts. They're first. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Ty Zentner on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And that return's going to leave him enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Right side, this is caught by Taylor. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Achane up the middle. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott here. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later. Let's go right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Out come the Lions. They've got the first series of the second half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Come on, set. Coconut. Ready,
They send a tight end in motion. They start on the ground with Gibbs. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Here we go. Start. Hunter. Gravity Lions. Go.
This is Gibbs on second down. Has some daylight through the 40. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Following the play, we have an injured commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we pause. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Another one for Gibbs. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? They chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The Commanders set to take over. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
First down run netted them nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 17-yard line.
Now they'll hand it off to Achane. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. At the 20. Gets the 10. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders push their lead further to start the half. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Groupie's extra point is good. And the Commanders push their lead to 18.
Commanders 21, Lions 3.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead.
On the ready.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll send a receiver left. Drive begins with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Back to Gibbs now on 2nd. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Start.
They're throwing it. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. They get 6 and a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Receiver in motion going left.
Cougar 19. Ready.
They go play action on 1st down. Called in left side. Finds a little room there. Gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43. 2nd down now. 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. It's a pickup of 26. And the Lions have a first down. You've set it downs for them from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
First down, play action. That's complete to the back, David Montgomery. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They'll come up on first and 10.
Detroit Lions, first down.
19,
First and
ready,
10
go.
at the 19-yard line.
Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you could just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
They'll go play action. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
Pushed out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Here he goes, third and long. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. Now it's Matthew Wright for this field goal try. From 37 yards in the right hash. The kick by Wright is good. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Johnson now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Commanders send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Let's go now.
Starting on the ground here, Kronsky Merritt. Up the sideline, past the 40. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders make it a 3-possession game. Groupie to try the point after. Coming in from the right, and they blocked it! They blocked it!
I could feel the anger all the way up here, Kate. They did not like giving up the big play, the lengthy touchdown. And they decided to release a little bit of that frustration via the special teams. That juice, that energy, you could feel it overwhelmed there and led to the block.
And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Got it. Ready?
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
Here we go. Here we go.
Again, it's Gibbs. Escapes the defender. By a man, he's in the clear. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Throwing now off the play action. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Lions have a first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time on rhythm and accurately, well, that was teaching tape right there.
He's stepping up and takes off with this one.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Second and 3 now. Now Gibbs. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
On the set.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one complete to St. Brown. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards.
This is the end of the third quarter. It'll be the Lions with possession, but this one pretty much decided at this point.
29-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Setting up to throw. Another one caught by St. Brown. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
21-yard line.
Back to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on down.
Result of the play is
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down.
the 21-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Chan again. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
And give it to Krosky-Merritt. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down from the 42. Sending him on the dive. Only finds a couple of yards of space. It's 2nd down.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
Now pitch it to Krosky-Merritt. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Extra man in the secondary for the Lions on this 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
They run the counter to HN. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Really, two elements needed to hit big on this play, Kate. Number one, you got to sell it. Right? You really got to sell and get that defense moving. And then secondly, you got to execute. You got to get a body on a body so that running back can get loose.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's 16-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
A gain of 12. And the Commanders' 1st down.
Toss play left, Achane. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. They send with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
2nd down carry for Achane. And they take this in for the score. The Commanders put up even more points in a win. Devon Achane with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again.
Lions 6.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Daryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ready, set.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Ready. Viking 18. Ready.
Throwing from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it or, in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Come on, set. 19, charge.
He'll look to throw. Screen here for Gibbs. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the 1st, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
That's the line he's going to run for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions making the scoreboard look a touch better. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Extra point try is good by Wright. And the Lions cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21.
Commanders 34, Lions 13.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Commanders are able to cover the kick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
And stick with A-Champ. A lot of space ahead. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Washington.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Here we go.
Krosky Merritt straight ahead. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
They're going to run again here with Krosky Merritt. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to keep them from piling on those yards.
It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Come on. Set. 77.
So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. So to the victor go the spoils, Brock, as they celebrate.